Hello, beautiful person watching this. I am so happy that you're here. Welcome back to another Slay the Spire Ascension 20 Ironclad run, and 'tis the season. Happy holidays, and the merry bells keep ringing. Happy holidays to you. You know. By the way, this run, normally, you know, Act 1 and 2 tend to be the hardest, other than Act 4, but this run, Act 3, was very sus, so make sure you stick around for that. So I take get a rare card, and for all my gold, and of course we get a Fiend Fire there, pretty good card. Love to see that. Not quite happening yet, we can go Bash Strike here instead, and hopefully you redraw it and just kill it, that would be cool. Didn't get it, and 1 damage short of killing, ouch. That's a shame. We get Power Pot, that's pretty good. Thunderclaps here, it is fine. Reckless Charge is a little bit sus without the synergy for status cards. And Intimidate is not pickable without Dark Embrace and stuff like that in your deck, I would say. Decided to rip this. Take 6. Not bad fight there either. And Headbutt, of course, one of the most solid attack commons in this game. Gonna take that. Serpent is here. Gonna say no to Serpent as usual. And a Scrap Ooze. 4 clicks, giving us a Pocket Watch. Definitely worth it. Now, if we choose to play 3 or less cards on a turn, then next turn we'll draw 3 extra cards. Absolutely insane when you have a Fiend Fire in your deck, which draws you so many more cards that you can then exhaust. Love to see that. And spot weaknesses here as well, so that's some great scaling. So we got a nice fast card in Fiend Fire, we got a slow card in spot weakness. Very good. And even hit the Demon Form against Lagavulin here. You can't get better than that, really. Hopefully hit Fiend Fire here. We do. Might actually play Thunderclap. But it's probably dead. I didn't appreciate it, the math here. It's 18 times 7 would have been. But that's okay. Got out on the next turn. And we get a Pantograph, which will heal us for 25 every time we enter a boss room. Some good sustain there. And there's a second Fiend Fire, which... Second Fiend Fire is a little bit sus. You're kind of destroying your entire deck. There's a Burning Pact here, which can draw more cards for the Fiend Fire, if the one we already have. And just a good card. It's one of those cards where you want to click on it, it's just that sometimes it's a little bit too early for it or whatever. But here I'm thinking with this Pocket Watch already and whatever, we can just kind of do whatever we want. There's also a Heavy Blade here, which is not terrible. We do have a spot weakness already. So, the Heavy Blade is probably a lot better than it looks here. It's closer than you would expect. I actually upgraded spot weakness. We get a Sundial, which I was like, wow, these relics. So now every third reshuffle of our deck will give us 2 energy, and notably as the Ironclad in particular, you can kind of exhaust your entire deck, and then it's as simple as having 2 Pommel Strike pluses in your deck, and you're infinite. That doesn't actually end up happening, though, I don't think, in this run. I actually go triple defend there, defending for 1 essentially, because I'm expecting to get out with Fiend Fire here, but sadly didn't draw it, so gonna be actually taking some damage here. It doesn't matter what I do here, should just play Headbutt. And Burning Pact. Sure. So that's a little bit unlucky, but that's fine. Totally fine fight. And Inflame is here, even more strength. We are going to Hexagoost. Pretty good. Unfortunately, Fiend Fire not super good against the Sentries. Actually, probably Strength Pot again, yeah. And we do get another Demon Form. Go off. Power Pots. And I actually pass without playing Other Defend because of Pocket Watch. Wanted to make sure I play 3 or less cards so I can draw more cards. And yeah, Fiend Fire is just not it in this fight. Kills one of the dudes, but there's two more of them. So getting all of our strength going. And then probably gonna play Flame because the strike doesn't kill the left guy, but now it will kill that guy. Oh, and Thunderclap, huge, dealing 20 to everything. And Preserved Insect is here, also an excellent relic, reducing the health of all elite enemies by 25%. That's pretty good. And we found an Exhume as well, so that's going to be some cool exhaust synergy stuff as well. Just play Burning Pact and then Fiendfire probably. Dealing a lot of damage. And then Pocket Watch will always kill here. Good fight. And get a Lantern. 1 extra energy on turn 1 is a solid relic. Although we prefer it to be on turn 2 when we have our first Pocket Watch turn. And Anger is here, which is a nice fast card. It doesn't go very well with Pocket Watch, these 0-cost cards, of course. But notably, we're already doing this Burning Pact thing, and it just is a really good card, really good fast card. And it also is like a permanent source of exhaust fuel in your deck if you need that for whatever reason. So you can take 2 Fiendfires, exhaust your entire deck, and not have to worry because you can keep making more Angers. And usually if you're playing 5 Angers a turn, you're going to get out pretty quickly. Taking a lot of damage here, unfortunately. Breaking the Pocket Watch here to play lots of cards. Seems reasonable. And it's not vulnerable. If I go Thunderclap, then Fiendfire, it'll take like 30 plus whatever Thunderclap does, which is not quite enough. Just rip it. And it's dead. So I got there, and 3 really good cards here. Corruption and Fiendfire sort of accomplish a similar thing, exhausting many cards in your deck for the Sundial thing. But really, we already have so much strength with this Inflame and the Spot Weakness Plus that this Reaper just seems insane, and we even have Exhume to get it back. So Reaper is looking really good here. And Reaper, possibly my favorite card in this game. I love it. Very cool, just playing that huge exhaust and get the whoosh and heal full of health. It's awesome. And unfortunate boss here. Would have loved some energy here. Tiny House is, of course, better than skipping, but a mid relic. Sacred Bark, same thing. And there's a Runic Cube. Runic Cube Ironclad specific relic that draws you a card every time you take damage. I am fast asleep on this relic to this day. I understand. I've been reassured by players better than me that it's a really good relic. I've just never found this to be the case personally. I've never really had a run that broke it, and I'd rather just have an energy relic a lot of the time. But obviously if you have like a Bloodletting in your deck, then it's pretty good. Whenever enemies attack you and you take unblocked damage, you get a little bit of a consolation prize of drawing cards for it. But with Pocket Watch, it's really not as important, I think, so sort of a whiff here, I would say, even though Runic Cube is a quote-unquote good relic. Yeah, we never find a Bloodletting in this run, unfortunately. Would have snap picked it here, but just never happened. Keeping the Fiendfire, it's just not quite enough damage there. Although if I had played it, I could have Exhumed now, actually, which didn't think about that. So that would have been good. And now we are taking some damage here, it must be said. I'm trying to Burning Pact and draw this Fiendfire right now. hitting Zoom. So I'm just trying to see if I have lethal somehow, but not happening. So I'm just gonna play Reaper, and then later I'll Reaper again, hopefully. Or maybe not, but I can just Fiend Fire. Unfortunately, I guess it's not hitting us. Can just get out. I think it's fine to just get out here. We often will lose some health. Actually, no, we're always drawing 8 cards here, so I can always Reaper and get out next turn. This is good. Past me is thinking. I like what I'm seeing. Get weakened, sadly. A little bit more health. And Pommel Strike is here, which I know that if I find 2 of these with Sundial, I can go infinite, so I'm taking Pommel Strike much higher than normal here. Just shy of buying this gambling chip, that's okay. Gonna remove a strike, finally. Burning Pact is here as well, but it's not really necessary. It might not be worth 88 gold, but we do have quite a bit of gold, so I might just buy it anyway. Dupe Pot also, of course, a very strong potion, although maybe not necessary, / worth the money. And yeah, I'm thinking at the time, like, okay, it's coming together. I'm going to find another Pommel Strike eventually. I'm going to take this other Burning Pact. I'm going to exhaust my whole deck. It's going to be fine. It's going to be awesome. Much consideration here. I really like when it's obvious that I'm actually thinking. Love that for me. I do in fact decide to not buy the Burning Pact there. And spot weakness on the turn, we're not getting attacked, and Reaper into a blocking enemy. That's very, very sad. And Fiend Fire is not getting there. I should probably Burning Pact and then Fiend Fire. Out of 9 cards. So then Fiend Fire is 8. 10 times 8, so it's 3. Oof. Hopefully draw Reaper. I do. Get to gain 3 more health. Not bad. Firepot's good, and there's a Feel No Pain. Of course we're clicking on that. One of the better cards we could find here. Inflame, Defend, Reaper. Then later Exhume the Reaper. Again, Spot Weakness on the turn where we can't use it. It's not good. Probably just rip the Fiend Fire. Can I just kill it though? If I go Thunderclap, Angered, Headbutt. This might be exact lethal. Oh, I drew the strike. It is exact lethal. Wow. That's funny. And then I could Fiend Fire the other guy later. Headbutt on the thing, strike. Don't play Anger because of Pocket Watch. And Reaper getting bottom decked. I can just wait. I expect it to heal here, but I think it had too much health to heal actually, so that's dumb, but it's fine. I'm at 72, and then I found a potion anyway, so I drink the Blood Pot. And Whirlwind is here. Whirlwind goes well with Pocket Watch and Strength. So we don't quite have a way to kill multiple enemies. You have the big Fiend Fire for one guy, but when it comes to multiple enemy fights, we're really only doing Reaper, which is, you know, it's good because it heals you, not because it actually does damage. So Whirlwind would be a nice card to have here, of course. I do take it. And I did mark that I could go left if I'm feeling strong enough, and we're at full health with this preserved insect, of course, so can take the super lead after all. And unfortunately getting attacked on turn 1 here by a Gremlin leader, so it's going to take some damage. But we found Immolate from the potion, which is one of the best cards in this fight, of course. It kills the minions by itself. Big girthy card. Now it's making minions, so I can consider headbutting the Immolate. Play it again next turn. Or I can just Fiend Fire right now and get out. Which seems like getting out of this fight right now with 63 health, that seems great. Super elite in Act 2. So yeah, just get out, that's fine. And we get a Happy Flower, which will give us 1 energy every 3 turns. Remove all strikes is not happening here. We do not want more cards that just say deal damage and heal for a little bit in our deck. Again, don't play Anger because of Pocket Watch. There's Fiend Fire, stealing 12 times 9, which is not quite enough. Sadly. Get the Reaper back. And then big Sundial turn, we can go Thunderclap or Reaper, Exhume or Reaper. Other Reaper not even necessary. And the Dazes are actually it kills the bird, which is hitting for 21 damage, so I will actually in fact play the Reaper. And yeah, that was a good turn. Entrench is here. We don't have barricades, so that's not really happening. Armaments is not doing a whole lot here either. And Potion Bell is here, which will give us 2 extra potion slots. That's a fine relic. And I think I value Whirlwind Upgrade over Inflame. It's only 1 more strength. Whirlwind is 3 more damage per energy spent, which is pretty good. And notably, you don't have to play the Inflame first for the Whirlwind to do more damage. So Slavers kind of really wants a Whirlwind upgrade. Feel No Pain is strong enough. The really, really insane thing about Feel No Pain is it doesn't need an upgrade. It's strong enough on its own. It's good upgraded too, but it really doesn't feel that different. Getting attacked on turn 1, sadly. Just gonna go defend Anger. Pocket Watch to 10. Got an extra energy here. Feel No Pain, exhaust something. And next turn, I'm going to be drawing 3 cards from it hitting us. So already up to 8 cards. And hopefully, I'm not going to be weakened because it's not weakened us yet. So hopefully, draw this Reaper. Would be nice. Drew it. You go Thunderclap Reaper. I'm considering just getting out as well, I'm sure. Considering using Fire Pot here for sure. I believe I have lethal if I use Fire Pot. Just gonna get back the Reaper and play it again next turn. Unless we don't draw it. Ew. There it is. Did I just get rid of Anger? That was pretty spooky, but just got there. Sword Boomerang Plus is here, which actually would be pretty good. We do have Strength, so we don't have any way to like abuse the Strength from a damage perspective yet. So hitting for 4 times for 1 energy scales your Strength quite a lot. However, I thought it was unnecessary, so decided not to click on it. And we get a Chem X, which is very exciting. Now, all of our X cost cards will basically have 2 more energy spent on them than they actually did all the time. So if we play Whirlwind and we have 0 energy left, we'll actually do it for 2 still, which is pretty cool. Just making our Whirlwind a lot stronger. It's really, really good. And if we find more Whirlwind, then we'll take them. And there's also a feed here, which is really, really good. Feed is good. And we even have Exhume. Can do it again. And so I can fire pots and then just strike feed. Or that. And I don't even play the bash, I just defend so I can keep up Pocket Watch. And there's Whirlwind for 40, which actually is a little bit sad. It's not quite doing enough. If we inflame, it's also still doing 40, interestingly. It's either 8 times 5 or 10 times 4 is the same result. So I could just play Feel No Pain Fiendfire. And that would be fine. I think I get there, yeah. Kill the guy that hits for more. And then Spot Weakness, Reaper, Exhume, Reaper, Anger. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good. Oh, I can get feedback. That's even better. And we get a Horde Cleat. On turn 2, we'll gain 14 energy. I mean, energy, 14 block, which is pretty good. Great relic. And we're offered a Barricade. Now, I want to go off a little bit of a tangent here. I recently saw that Frost Prime uploaded his final Ironclad tier list. And I decided, even though I don't normally, to watch a little bit of that. And let's just say I disagreed with some of his placings, but of course that's the fun of it all. And also, what it means to rank a card is very arbitrary because obviously every run is different. So I understand that what it means to me to be an S tier card might not be what it means to him, etc., etc. However, he put Barricade in S tier. That I think under no circumstances can be possibly really argued because it is so bad so often. It really is such a liability if you don't have the deck yet for it. And if you do have the deck for it, you probably already have Dark Embrace, Feel No Pain in your deck. And then it's you're already winning anyway. In my mind, Barricade is something like a C tier card. It's really insane sometimes. It's the best card you can find 1 in 20 runs or something. But most of the time, it is making your deck worse when you have it, I think. However, in this case, we Feel No Pain, Fiendfire, and we have 14 free block on turn 2, so I thought it was just good enough, arguably. I don't even know if it was good here. Anyway, I just wanted to... I was considering making a react video, with my first real react video to that, just because I was so no to that. But didn't get around to that. Let me know if you would love to see react content or if you think that's cringy and just want to watch runs. Also, who am I, compared to Frost Prime? That's kind of the GOAT right there. So, getting a lot of strength here, waiting for this Reaper to do a lot of damage. I'm considering, can I deal damage or break the block before playing it, but I'm doing so much damage that it's actually fine to just play the Reaper. And we get out with a lot of health. There's another Burning Pact. Still only have the one, so this one's free, so I'll take this one. And gotta upgrade Barricade, even though I have Feed, which I would like to upgrade. Barricade unplayable at 3. It's if we draw the Feel No Pain and the Barricade on the same turn and it costs 3, it's what am I doing? Can't play them together, and Feel No Pain's obvious. Feel No Pain's a better card than Barricade, and it costs 1. Like, the effect is more powerful. And this card's going to cost 0, thanks to Discovery. Corruption not necessary here. We're not going infinite, so just take the good Flame Barrier. Also, I might just build my decks in a different way. Like, if you build in a way that's really wanting Barricade all the time, then maybe you'll think the card is S tier. I don't really know what that looks like, though. Gonna go Spot Weakness. I could even Plain Flame. And then Whirlwind for 3, because of Chemex, of course. And can put Barricade in play now. It's not hitting us. Probably gonna... There's no need to play that defend. I don't know why I did that. Anger wasn't doing anything, so that's fine. But that was weird. 39 damage. What are you doing to me, man? Making more minions. You can just Thunderclap, Fiendfire, call it a day. Good fight. Demon form is here. Imagine Snecko here, man. Wow. Second feed is here. I probably should have considered second feed a little more. But still, this demon form really good here. We have a Reaper and Exhume for Reaper, so we just need to find a way to actually gain energy. That's our biggest problem right now. Thank God we found this Lantern and Happy Flower, actually. Those are overperforming. So I really wanted to upgrade cards. I probably, in hindsight, should have taken this Fusion Hammer. Which, like, it didn't even really occur to me that it was, like, there, I think, before. But, I mean, I saw Pyramid, and I was like, Pyramid's really good, obviously. Here's the thing, though. Our cards are expensive, and we don't have much energy. I have both the Runic Relics, by the way. So this Pyramid was actually a little bit sus, and this might be why Act 3 was so hard. Like, maybe if I just took the Energy Relic and kept playing around Pocket Watch, then it would have been a lot smoother. But I was having a hard time playing my cards here. I was hoping for some energy gain and never really found it. And that made this act very tough, because it's hard to block for enough when you are only 3 energy and got a kind of a clunky hand. I find the 3 Elite Path. Take 11. It does do 11. It can hit you for 16 as well, I think. My last video, I was like, this guy hits for 16? And 26 already, and feed is still in there. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, we need to dig for this feed, but I can't get cards out of my hand. So already this Pyramid is looking really awkward. Like, if I had just played around Pocket Watch, it would have been a lot better, I think. You have to realize, like, you can't just say, oh, Runic Pyramid's good relic, I'm gonna take it. Like, that's not how this game works, and gotta consider that more. I snap pick Dark Embrace. It is good, of course, but again, we're having a hard time emptying our hand here. So it's not going to be as good as normal. Take some damage here. I should not have hit Repulsor there. Gotta kill this Exploder next turn. Yeah, I was considering playing Reaper, but then I realized I can't kill the Exploder, and it's gonna explode for 1 billion damage. So thank God I have lethal here. That would have been really awkward. Definitely a huge mistake hitting the Repulsor the turn prior. And now I can just let Demon Form tick till I have a Reaper dealing the full 14. meant to play Barricade. Get the Zoom. Oh, I can play Feed. Genius. Perfect play, actually. Reaper on 12 and then get the feedback. And here is Randwid. I actually want to lose the flex spot. That's like over half of our gold. That's a lot. And we get a blue candle, which will allow us to play curses from our hand at the cost of 1 health and exhaust the curse. Not particularly good here. We don't have any extra curses. So we do have these burning packs to get rid of some cards we don't want, which does help us shape our hand a bit. It's pretty good. Can't play Whirlwind, unfortunately. It's a Spiker here to ruin our day. How do we even kill this thing? This is actually looking really spooky already. I do Reaper, Feed, take 31? Ouch, man. This fight, this was the problem. Holy moly, this fight right here was the problem. We are low. Just play Fiendfire. Oh, I remember this. I've never let Spiker get to max spike stacks before until right now. I didn't realize it had a max till right now. What's the max? Comment below right now what the max stacks are, because I didn't know. So the plan here is to spot weakness every time it actually hits us, and then Reaper for a lot. So I want to get back Demon form, but I can't because then I'm not going to be able to get back a Reaper. And this is our whole deck, by the way. It's not good. So Barricade, luckily, keeping us, letting us net block here, which is very important, actually. Barricade doing something here. So we get to play this defend, which is like barely out blocking the Spiker's attacks. And there it is, by the way. It's going to hit us every turn now because it's at 19 stacks. Did you know this? 19 is the cap, apparently. Why? Who knows? Now this is gameplay right here. Oh yeah. Just play the Reaper. Yeah, just play it. And we're out. Shockwave is a pretty good card, although it costs a lot. I was considering taking Flex over Shockwave here because we need a 0-cost card. It's probably wrong, but I think it was really close, honestly. Like, Flex might have been correct there. And again, this guy is pretty spooky. How do we kill this? We need to do a bit of damage. I should play Bash Anger here. I should play Bash Anger here. This is too slow. Now I'm taking this turn as well. The awkward thing is we can't Whirlwind and then Fiendfire. That'd be really nice. If we Fiendfire, we would have, in theory, had this like extra 2 Whirlwinds to play, but the Fiendfire exhausts the Whirlwind, which sucks. And then if we Whirlwind first, we don't have energy for Fiendfire anymore. So again, something like a Bloodletting or something would have been huge here. Well, we're just kind of getting the short end of that stick. And I'm thinking long and hard about this. I realize, oh god, like this is not good. Again, I have to play Bash here. Like, I don't know what I do if I'm not playing Bash here. I drew Feel No Pain. Yeah, this was bad. I was like... not playing Bash. I was not playing Bash here, and I can't explain why. I do have Feel No Pain in play, so exhausting my whole deck is actually an option. Unfortunately, it's sort of Reaper and Feed and Exhume, but I mean, we're gonna die if we don't, I think. Much consideration yet again. Love to see that I'm appreciating the situation I'm in and taking my time. Get back Whirlwind, Fiendfire. Then Sundial goes off. Get to Whirlwind for 4 and it's dead. So that was actually well played by me. I mean, like that turn anyway. The rest of the fight, not so much though. Another Exhumes here. That's going to give us another copy of Reaper. And here's Reptomancer. Here to ruin our day. Not playing Barricade. So this looks spooky. That's for sure. I'm gonna fire pot one of the dudes. Strike, anger. Take a lot. Down to 7 health. And good. Keep Whirlwind for sure. That's really good against the minions. And it's making more minions, so we want to kill those next turn too. So probably get a Burning Pact here. Can do unupgraded Burning Pact because our hand is full. Yep. There's Shockwave, which I will play to weaken these guys. And then if I play this Inflame, I'm down to 1, which is probably better than blocking for 5. Because that means that we'll do more damage with this Reaper and whatnot. So I let myself down to 1. Considered playing Whirlwind, but again, we want to use it next turn. Kill all of the minions. And then now we can Reaper, then Whirlwind. Play Spot Weakness before Whirlwind. Now we can play Demon Form. I could just get out, but I want to gain more health with Reaper. And I could always just get out next turn if I really need to. But it's making more minions again, which is good. Oh, this is smart if this works. I should play Defend here, and then next turn I can Reaper Feed. Is that right? How much damage does that do? Feed is hitting for 27, but it'll actually be 30 next turn, and then Reaper's hitting for 18, but it's actually 21 next turn. I found Whirlwind though. So I don't even feed, I just get out. That's a little sad, but we got out with 66 health, which is more than we could have asked for. And Offering is really, really good. Just for the energy, it's really, really good. We're going to be having a hard time drawing cards with it. And Exhume upgrade for the energy. We are desperate for energy here. Absolutely desperate for it. Remove a strike, of course. Try to declunk this hand. There's a flex again. I don't want to spend money on it, but it's a fine card in this situation. Key and Ornamental Fan. Don't need that. We need the key. Thunderclap, strike, strike. Keep a Pocket Watch. And also we found a Thread Needle, by the way, I forgot to mention. Now we gain 4 plated armor at the start of each fight, which will give us 4 block at the end of each turn, and anytime we take unblocked attack damage, the plate armor stacks reduced by 1. That's a pretty good relic. I probably had lethal with Fiendfire here. Maybe I'm trying to heal for more or something. I was trying to feed as well. But yeah, this is taking a lot of damage in order to feed here. There's no way that's right. Demon form? So I'm feeling good about myself here. I'm letting myself get pretty low. So I can Reaper back up, I suppose. Do not play that offering. It's not good yet. So I can go offering, Reaper, Exhume, Reaper. And that probably gets us there, that anger. Yeah. So that was good. Fair enough. And Mummified Hand is here to save us. What a legendary relic. That will reduce the cost of a card in our hand to 0 for the rest of that turn every time we play any power card. And that's really good, of course. These power cards are very important to get in play. We have some expensive ones, so that's going to be huge. Thank God, some pressure off of our energy costs. And I duplicate a Reaper, so things are looking up for us here, that's for sure. Yet another flex is offered. And we have not seen a Pommel Strike or Bloodletting, which are the two cards we really want. We found one Pommel Strike early on, and at this point we wouldn't even be able to upgrade both of them. So the Infinite Dream is dead, and Transient is very spooky here, by the way. Very spooky. And yep, that I didn't even realize I had it yet. I was like, oh wow, I just picked up a Mummified Hand. Nice. It's really good. I was very grateful for it. That's for sure. Ouch. Taking 55 damage. 52 damage. It's fine. We have so much Reaper. I should bash or Shockwave. And now we can... I should save the Whirlwind because it's like basically free damage. Now we can Reaper, Exhume. This was wrong. I could have played Reaper twice. I realized it at this point. Yeah, I should have played Reaper that turn so I could Reaper this turn. Of course, the reason it was wrong is because it's exiting the fight this turn. It's the last turn of the fight, so... yeah, also should have just played Spot Weakness to heal for a little bit more, so that was also wrong. Slipping it out with 79 health, but I could have been full health here very easily. And dual wield is here, really, really insane with Reaper. You get to dual wield the Reaper, make more of them. And especially with Runic Pyramid. It's basically guaranteed you find them together. Whereas normally it's pretty tough to draw them at the same time, unless you have a lot of draw. And Reptimancer's back, looking pretty spooky. As per usual. Whirlwind or Reaper reduced to 0 is good. I'm considering playing Shockwave over Feel No Pain. I do. I shouldn't play Exhume yet because of Feel No Pain. I could block for 3 for free later, essentially. A small optimization, but that's definitely true. Should play Anger. And then next turn is a Reaper and anything else, and it's dead. Feed. That's good. So up to 96 health, that's pretty good. And Self-Forming Clay, pretty good relic as well. And Impervious for our barricades, so getting some strong stuff at the very, very end here. Self-Forming Clay will give us free block per instance of damage that we took on our previous turn. Pretty good against the Heart. The Heart does a lot of damage to you with the Beat of Death and also the 15x multi-hit. And so that is going to be quite good in that fight, that's for sure. Trying to feed on these cultists, which are in fact actual enemies for feed. This is the only fight where the minions are edible, because they are not in fact minions, they are cultists, real enemies in the game. So yeah, being a bit greedy here and not killing it when I could because I have feed. Should play Feel No Pain first. I played it anyway. That's an obvious dumb misplay right there. A small one, but still very dumb nonetheless. And getting 16 times forward again. Ouchies. Probably gonna have to Reaper here to not die. Make sure I have another one. I still have a Exhume anyway, but I want to get back feed. Got him. And again, it's pretty tricky here because we only have, you know, a limited amount of energy, so even though our deck is strong, this 3 energy thing is a bummer. Run would have been a lot easier with the Fusion Hammer, I imagine. Although having Pyramid for our dual wield Reaper stuff, it was good. We were just so energy starved this run. Thank God we found Pyramid, or a Mummified Hand. And 16 times 4 again, ouch. So hoping to out-heal it eventually with this Reaper stuff that we're doing. We have Demon Form in place, so eventually we'll be doing more damage than it is doing to us. And I want to bash to make Reaper deal more damage. I'm considering using Weak Pot here. I'm considering just playing Dual Wield Reaper. Yeah, next turn then I can play Reaper and then strike and then not take the damage with the backswing. Or is it actually 1 health off? There's a spot weakness, but so I should play spot weakness Reaper Whirlwind actually. That's the play here. Already messed it up. Oh no, I actually should not play Reaper because I want more Reaper, so I don't have dual wield in my hand. So this is correct what I'm doing. Can't use my last Reaper. I need to dual wield it more. I don't think I would die to the next boss fight. We have Pantograph, but why risk it, of course, if you can avoid it? So thinking deeply here, how do I dual wield this Reaper and not die, basically? And the answer is I can't, I think. Well, it doesn't always hit you for 50. That's really, really a lot. I might Weak Pot here. Just a little too spooky, I think, if I don't. And we could just like heal to full health and then next fight's easy. I do in fact throw a Weak Pot at it. Dual wield the Reaper. Play the Reaper. Anger Whirlwind. And then Thunderclap Reaper is probably fine. Oh, I see. I have Sundial coming. Smart. And that drew me an Anger, which I can then kill with. So that was good. And we're up to 77 health. The Pantograph puts it at exactly full health. That's very cool. So that was a good fight. Well played. I did not need to keep a pocket watch here, really. But also, what was I going to play otherwise? Please hit demon form. Wow, that's a high roll. Thanks, game. And this should be easy. We're gonna pretty comfortably out heal Time Eater with the Dual Wield Reaper plan. And eventually demon form will get us enough strength that we just kind of get there. Donu Deka probably would have been spookier here than this fight. Donu Deka kind of hits you really hard. Get spot weakness. Gonna do a little Reaper. Consider getting rid of anger, but not yet, I think. It's been the anger at this point we've been very happy to have. That scaling our energy into damage with zero cost attacks has been really important. But you probably would have lost that Woke Bird if we didn't have it. So it went from being kind of a problem in our deck to being like really important. Just because of the pyramid. Pretty much. Yeah, I could just like exhume for impervious. Sort of like reverse Reaper. Just instead of having to heal, we just get to block. And then we can of course make more Reaper with dual wield. I do, in fact, get impervious back. Yeah, the main reason is, you know, we're already going to be full health anyway with Reaper, and then Barricade is really good with it. Can do it again. Is it dead right now? I still want to feed, though. That's the awkwardness with Fiend Fire and feed. You can't Fiend Fire for the right amount and then feed because the Fiend Fire exhausts the feed. That's no good. I just play Reaper to heal for a lot. I know that the damage is going to get wasted. Make more Reaper. Anger feed. You can also go exhume on offering, then offering Reaper again, then feed. That would have been better. It looks like I'm doing it this way. This way I didn't see the line of getting offering back, so I just do it this way, which is good. Still got out with full health and got to feed. So 105 health. Pleased with this. 2050. People in 2050 be like 2025 was 25 years ago. I'm upgrading Demon Form over Dual Wield, which is a little bit questionable, I would say. More Reaper is probably good, but we're having a hard time playing them, so getting even like one is pretty good. And I take Clockwork Souvenir, which will block the Vulnerable from the Heart, which will save us a lot of health. It seems good. Bit of a stinker draw here. I will draw one extra card with Pocket Watch. And a lot of Reaper, but nothing to reap. And no strength. This is a very, very bad draw. Where's the demon form? Where's the feel no pain? I'm still making more Reapers, even though it's not doing anything. And ouch! More defends and curse. And don't even have Dark Embrace in place, so we won't draw with Sender's Bane. This is a disaster. An absolute disaster. Unfortunate Mummified Hand hit there. And so we're down to 9 health here. And we're getting hit for 48 damage. We cannot weaken it because it has 2 artifact charges. We could go Thunderclap, Shockwave. That would vulnerable it, I believe. And so I thought I was dead here. I really did think I was dead here. But notably, Sundial is on 2, and there is an offering in our deck. Those are key pieces of information. So at this point, you're thinking, okay, don't play cards yet. Because when you think you're dead and you're just like clicking cards, it's really bad. Gotta think, how do I possibly get out of this? So Dark Embrace is what we needed here. We do have to find offering as well, but we have these 0-cost Exhumes, which will let us get out. So first of all, I hit Reaper with Mummified Hand. I'm going to play that and draw a card. Then I hit Inflame, which will also proc Mummified Hand, so I can choose to play that. And we do have these Exhumes. And there's Offering. So again, I'm playing Inflame. Now Feed is 0-cost. I may just play Feed to draw a card. Yep. Play Whirlwind to get a card out of my hand. This is good, and now I'm drawing Impervious, but it's still not enough, which is crazy. So then I'm like, maybe I have to just Fiend Fire, to be honest. But if we get to reshuffle here, we will gain 2 energy, which is going to be huge. And there's a Feel No Pain in my deck. So I get back Offering, and then we need to draw more cards. Am I meant to play Spot Weakness here? Maybe. Play Impervious for 0, and then we reshuffle. Spot Weakness. Spot Weakness, Reaper. To gain some health. And so the thing is, like, I knew I could just Fiend Fire the guy, but then we're at like 9 health going into the heart, plus Pantograph, but still very low. So I was hoping to, you know, gain more health here before getting out. But here we are yet again. And I mean, if I don't Fiend Fire here, then I'm dead again. So unfortunately, this is the situation that we're in. Gonna have to go into the heart with low health here and hope it works out. Was this the best line? Probably not, but I'm just happy I found a way to live. Comment the line that you saw below that would have gotten me out of this fight with a lot more health. Easy clickbait, or engagement bait. I consider taking True Grit for a moment. It's not upgraded though, that might hit a card that we want, which would be really awkward. If it was True Grit Plus, I would click it. And it gets a Drink of Power Pot. Interesting choices here. Demon Form, while obviously on paper, like, you would want Demon Form from your Power Pot because it costs 0. Feel No Pain is really important to be able to block for us. The Demon Form, we already have a good amount of strength gain in this deck, so it's going to be less important. And of course we have Demon Form already, so more Demon Form is unnecessary. Although I might dual wield Demon Form here because we have nothing else to Demon Form. I mean, nothing else to dual wield. So, sure. Just because it's unnecessary doesn't mean it's not good, of course. It's just Feel No Pain's even better. And we are getting a lot of self-forming clay procs here. So next turn, when we get attacked for realsies, we'll have a lot of block, which is nice. Maybe I shouldn't even play defend here. Go up to 41 block. That's pretty good. And should probably just go spot weakness strike here. This is fine as well. Thunderclap, keep it vulnerable. And we drew barricade, so I'm definitely gonna do that this turn. And we hit impervious with the thing. Was not necessary, we were already full blocking. But it's nice to be able to play it. And we can hit for 45, get a shockwave to make sure it's vulnerable and weakened. Checking what's in there for the headbutt. We have dual wield, gonna get that back. And then next turn, we get to Reaper. So this fight's looking good. Got a lot of strength. We are gaining health. We have a decent block pool. Everything is lining up for a win here. So the Act 4 Elite, one of those situations where the Act 4 Elite much spookier than the heart itself. Which does happen quite a lot, I would say. Yeah, like Whirlwind here is huge. We have so much strength that like this Whirlwind for 0 is going to deal 80 damage right now, or 96 damage? Yeah, it would have done 96 damage last turn. Is that right? 40 plus 8 times 2. Yep. And so I realize now I can just Fiend Fire, which exhausts my whole hand, and gain the billion block. And then next turn I can Whirlwind, and it's dead. And this is where we're doing like a... It's not infinite. Is it infinite, actually? Obviously, it's not infinite because you run out of cards eventually. Although I think if I played Anger over and over, I could go infinite by Burning Pacting over and over. That might be true. Weird situation, but I just wanted to block for enough to full block there. Just because I can. And Whirlwind for a lot. And we've done it. So a bit of a spooky Act 3 and Act 4, but managed to find the lines that just kept us alive to get out. Pretty cool run overall. A little bit weird, and the Runic Pyramid was possibly wrong to click on, but ended up making it work just well enough to get us out. If you're still here, how have you not subbed? How have you not liked the video? Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, have a beautiful day.